It's been a few months since I've done one of these videos. I've done Edward vs. Connor and Altair vs. Ezio, so I figured for this video we take the champions from those two videos and pin them against each other. So we have the ultimate matchup, Connor vs. Altair. Who is the better assassin? Just for extra clarification, I'm talking about which one is the better assassin, not the better character or protagonist. We're talking about each character's skills and contributions to the creed and who was generally a better overall assassin. Please keep in mind this is my opinion, and feel free to comment down below who you think the better assassin is and why. But without further ado, Altair versus Connor. So there's many contributing factors to what makes a good assassin, and part of that is physical capabilities and skills. As I'm sure we all know, both contenders are more than physically capable. Like I've said in a previous video, I believe Connor Kenway is the strongest assassin in the series, and in my opinion likely has an edge over Altair in combat. Don't get me wrong, Altair is very skilled in combat as well, but Altair's strengths are more suited towards stealth and evasiveness, while Connor's is more brute strength and open combat. As we've seen, Connor can carve his way right through entire armies. Both assassins are very athletic and skilled at parkour as well. Connor had been climbing trees since he was a kid in his tribe, so he's plenty experienced in parkour, and Altair was practically born in the assassins, so he's very skilled and experienced in all the assassin's ways. I think Connor has the slight edge over Altair in physical skills. Connor's a built guy and he has the athleticism and strength to match it, allowing him to excel in physical encounters. However, I think Altair is definitely better at the stealth and planning aspect of being an assassin over Connor. There's plenty of examples in AC1 and Revelations that show how good Altair is at infiltrating and assassinating targets and escaping before anyone even realizes what's happened. Altair is also more intelligent and experienced than Connor. He's great at creating plans and he's very smart. Sometimes arrogant, but there's no denying Altair is a very intelligent assassin who can think on his feet. Don't get me wrong, Connor has his moments for sure in AC3, but he's nowhere near as good at the stealthy and mental attributes as Altair. I also think Altair was more ruthless than Connor. Connor, although very powerful, still had a strong moral compass. Specifically, I remember when he took issue with Hatham killing the redcoats they interrogated to keep no witnesses, which didn't sit right with Connor. However, in AC1, there's plenty of times where Altair would interrogate people and execute them immediately after, as he wouldn't risk the possibility of the person talking and warning the target, regardless if they were mostly innocent or not. It goes to show there are some lines Connor isn't willing to cross, while Altair will do whatever it takes to complete his mission. Although smarts and physical capabilities aside, another important skill to being an assassin is leadership. It's one thing to be a good assassin on your own, but to lead others and make your brotherhood stronger is also very important. Now obviously Connor is at a huge disadvantage here since he was pretty much by himself, so he had nobody to lead, but we can also flip that and use it as an example of just how strong and deadly Connor was. He dismantled the Templars in colonial America on his lonesome. Sure, he had the guidance and mentorship from Achilles and the occasional help from some of the founding fathers, but he was almost always alone out in the field. And it's not like he was only ever just facing redcoats, he also had to deal with dangerous Templars, the main one being Hatham, and Connor still managed to accomplish his goal. But Altair is just as, if not even more impressive for taking over the Brotherhood after killing the corrupted Al-Mualim and leading the assassins into a new age. Altair reformed the creed and saved it in so many ways that it probably wouldn't even exist by Connor's time if it weren't for Altair. A big example of this was Altair moving the assassins out of Masyaf and into smaller bureaus, or killing a boss and saving the Brotherhood from his greed and corruption, just like he did by killing Al-Mualim decades previously. Again, Connor may be at a little disadvantage here since we don't know much about his life after AC3. However, we know for sure his legacy and impact wasn't as big as Altair's, as Altair is looked at as a legendary assassin for centuries. So as much as I love Connor and it's obvious he was an absolute beast in taking down the Templars on his lonesome, Altair is still very clearly one of the GOAT assassins, and so much of his work impacted and influenced the creed for centuries. That's not to subtract from Connor in any way though. I still believe he's more capable physically than Altair, but Connor's opponent here happens to be very legendary, so all things considered he put up a good fight. But again, this is just just my opinion. Feel free to comment who you think the better assassin is and why. And also feel free to let me know which two assassins you'd like to see go head to head in the next Who's the Better Assassin video. If you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you considered leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. I make a lot of AC content here. And other than that, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day, assassins.